Heroes of Might and Magic 5, Hammers of Fate Fortress Campaign Mission 4, The Brothers. Though King Tolgar fought to bring the war to a rapid end at the negotiating table, he forgot or was not told that Griffin Empire troops will still occupy parts of Grimheim, regardless of what declarations have been made or what the consequences may be. Wulfstan is not going to let Laszlo occupy his home soil. I'm going to go with the Rune Priests here.
Good news, Warlord. The Griffin troops are pulling back.
They are they? Good. I'm not shocked. A rabid dog like Laszlo needs gold to buy his army's obedience.
But they've left many troops in Dorfral, and they're digging in.
Let them. By fire and forge, Arketh willing, we'll grind them down until the only thing left in the land of the stone halls are their bloodstains.
You done gone screwed over the dwarves and they don't like it. I very much doubt we need any level 1 spells, so I'll just ignore that. It's nice to have that logistics. I've got quite a spicy army already. Seize Tor Hrol has driven most of the Griffin army back to the Stag Duchy. A powerful garrison has been left in Wulfstan's hometown of Tor Hrol. However, to shield Laszlo's withdrawal, it's time to reclaim the town for the dwarves and restore the territorial integrity of the kingdom. Having done so, Wulfstan will find it easier to negotiate with the king of the dwarves, who has declared him a traitor. How could he do that? I've got to meet Duncan as well. War is an ordeal for all who take part in it. Some become traitors and others prove their loyalty. Now when Wulfstan's forces have been sapped by months of fighting, his old friend Duncan appears. It's time to meet up with Duncan and ask him to lend a hand with Laszlo, and Duncan is probably going to like that idea very much. Okay. I think these might join. No. Oh, right. 3,000 gold. I mean, to be fair, you guys aren't really worth it, but I'll take everything just to push this harder. I think they overestimate their value. Speaking of which, some high quality content. This is value. It'd be really nice if I can get that Conjure Phoenix ability again, because I think that was just an item that let me cast that before. Okay, decrease enemy luck by 2, that's fine. Yeah, this Dwarven campaign is really good actually. Highly recommend. Wood Dwarf again. Yeah. I'm closer. Now I'm just gonna see if they die to ignite. Yeah. They're just gonna die to ignite. I wonder if that even stacks. Nah, probably not. It's not like the old school World of Warcraft. As long as they got... I don't know. They can only have one more to ignite, maybe. The Dragon is not the only fortress unit that is immune to Armageddon. The Warlord and the upgraded Rune Priest are also immune. That's what I kind of thought I was told, but then I thought maybe I was wrong, because maybe it was just the Dragons, because it makes more sense that they'd be immune. You're probably going to have lots of abundant... Oh, God. You want 25 lumber? Man, what the fuck? You think you're worth 25 lumber? Yeah, fuck them. They made their choice. I'll just send the big boy out to get them then. Why is the dragon standing still? Wait! You're not supposed to be casting spells. Move dragon onto other units to remove them fast. Oh yeah, you're right. Because I did that with the bear before. Because he's a chonker. What is it with these guys wanting so much lumber? Look, that ain't gonna happen, son. Yeah, that is quicker. Imagine trying to go against Godzilla. You've got to have one hell of an ego. There's no cheer though when you win. That's what they normally. That's why it sort of pauses, because there's normally like a. Yeah. There's the Hydras, snappers, snappy boys. Save myself some mana. The Hydras make the Godzilla look smaller. It's a very noisy fight. We already got Armageddon now, so what more can you need? He's got 19 spell power now. Can't afford any artifacts anyway. Oh, there's a witch's hut. Yeah, like if they want gold, I'll give it to them. But you want lumber? Ain't gonna happen, mate. You're having a giggle. Post-workout soreness. Yeah, ice apparently, and stretching, or at least exercising gently. Like that, mate. No, you just get phantom pain then curling. You said you want to learn Phoenix. Yeah. Oh, what, the Dragon Utopia gives Phoenix, does it? That'd be nice. Although I've already got pathfinding, so does that stack? I never know those boots actually make any difference if you already got pathfinding. Maybe I'm going to start holding on to my gold then. Screw 'em. To battle! Didn't know zombies had the brains to, like, ask whether they can join or not. Here come the blood boys. Yeah, they can't kill me. Defense by 1, 25% defense from cold-based spells. Seems a little understated. It's a good picture, Carolyn. Many years ago. I actually did 80 damage. These guys aren't messing around. That's an easy way to know whether it's successful or not, is if the only units left are yours. Learned Firewall. Oh, please join. 15 crystal. I can do that. Not now, but I can do that. So just say yes for now, and then go get his crystal. Oh, I can just go right through, can I? Right. Oh yeah, I don't care that much about that one at all. Advanced Enlightenment will do. There's your crystal. There's your crystal. I thought they'd be cheeky enough to ask for wood. Bears will be bears. He just sort of makes the... They just you makes them stand still all the time. Doesn't actually make them auto attack. Okay. Right, I'm gonna try something. So he gets that far. This is without the boots. No. Yeah, I could have just taken them off. Rough terrain. Yeah, that doesn't count because it's a road. Come on, Christian. You always go crazy with the silly questions. What are we doing? So, with the boots going up to here and back again, he gets that far, just outside. Ugh. It's like a rogue car. It's spinning out of control in the snow. So he goes to the corner. Comes back. Yeah, it doesn't look like the boots do anything then. So pathfinding basically. Pathfinding reduces 50% of movement penalty across rough terrain. Boots reduce 100%. But if that's the case, I've just travelled the same distance with or without the boots through snow, which would definitely be punishing terrain. So I don't think the boots work if you've got pathfinding. God, is there an autosave where I don't have it? Aye, you drunk driver. Okay. Well, that'll do. I guess I'll keep doing this side. So they've joined me. Got 12. Are you kidding? Is it possible to lose this level? Like, even if I didn't have Armageddon? I've got 12 Godzillas. How do you stop that? Actually, these might stop me. I could be in trouble. Wait. Might have to use Phantom Force and hope that that creates a block. If I stood there, they can still come from underneath. So I can't truly block. That's good enough. Damn! What? What? They killed 6! The fuck is going on with these Death Knights? I'm not having that. Are you having a laugh? Who the fuck do you think you are? I got an idea. I have a devious plan. Oh, bugger. I didn't mean to do this. Bloody mercy. Right, here's the devious plan. Now, does that split these Death Knights into multiple stacks? Oh, you can only have so many anyway. Because they're chonkers, so you can probably only have 4. Oh yeah, it doesn't... whatever. Just do that, that's fine. Splits them into 2. Because I was hoping if I split them into 4, then Armageddon's going to have more of an impact. I'll still do Armageddon though. See how we get on. Didn't get to kill half my stacks this time, did you? There you go. That's better than losing 6 of them. Wow, the boost of the open road. Just can't stop giving me that item, can you? I tried to say no and it just gives it to me anyway. Just say no. Sorry lads, but I'm just going to Armageddon and you're going to die eventually. See, this is much better for quick combat now. The new and improved quick combat. Just have 4 stacks of lizards. I don't think I've got the key to that. I should probably try it just to be on the safe side in case I did somehow pick it up. But I don't remember picking anything up for that. Okay, there you go then. So you got the portal, or I can just come back and scout down this way. You like the hat, do you? What was the hat? I didn't see the hat. Oh, the +3 knowledge. Fine. Oh. Rolf! Reinforce the army with dwarfs. Fighting his treacherous brother was not easy, and Wulfstan's forces are exhausted. It goes against his experience to count only on his allies' aid. So Wulfstan should reinforce his army with dwarf warriors he trusts most of all. Yeah, I got lizards. I trust lizards. The dwarves, he should reinforce at least 10 groups of them. Assembled 3 dwarves of 10. 3 dwarves of 10? What the hell's going on? Repulse Wolf's attack. Politics upset the well-planned campaign. The worst news is that the attacking army is led by Rolf, Wulfstan's half-brother. When the future of the stone halls is at stake, There's no time to sort out a relationship. Rolf's attack has to be repulsed. Yeah, fuck him. I mean, possible, Simon. I've still got a lot of Heroes of Might Magic Fire for ages. And then there's, you know, potentially going back to Gothic 2. Oh no, he's going to kill one of my Shamans. Then of course there's Heroes of Might Magic 6. So Heroes of Might Magic 6 is probably a card that I'll pull out at some point in the future, maybe. When I'm getting an itch for another Heroes of Might Magic Fest. Yeah. So even the base one has resistance. Oh, and this guy, of course. I might do Chain Lightning. I hope he doesn't get killed by it, because he's going to go boom, 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 boom. But I'm trying to do it before he gets his turn and knocks one of them off. Meteor Shower's not going to do shit to them, is it? It says it kills too, so maybe it does actually. I could just do Arcane Protection, Arcane Armor, and hope that that's enough to stop this guy from dying. Nope, never mind. Arcane Armor, what the hell, bruh? These guys are so strong, they're actually still holding up against the much more stronger ones. Lucky he didn't kill another one, otherwise I might have restarted that. I'll take the hit. Wait, did that defender just take out 2 berserkers?
By the blood of Argath, I'll have my vengeance on Wulfstan.
You use Arcath's name too easily, and for your own ends. I'll stay with Wulfstan.
You too, a turncoat? Once I'm back in Tormir Dal, I'll have all your heads.
If you can't take it, it's yours.
By the clans and the forges, Wulfstan, you're a dead maggot. So, he's gone back to Tormir Dal, eh? Stirring up more trouble, no doubt. Well, once we have Torhal back, he'll have a hard time making good on his oaths.
There's more. Rolf was also worried about Duncan. Someone set him free, and he's harrying Rolf's troops.
He's free? If you were a lassie, I'd kiss you! My old mate Duncan is loose and causing trouble. You know what they say? 2 hard heads are better than 1! Let's go find him!
I mean, he could be a girl. The dwarven girls have beards. I'm not planning on playing Heroes of Might Magic 3. I already did. It's on the channel. The WTii channel. You can find all of the FODs. Just check the playlists. Heroes of Might Magic 3 is there. According to the new Lord of the Rings series, dwarven women are beardless. The new Lord of the Rings series is going to be absolute shit. That's a guarantee. Because they've proven it with the media that they've put out already so far. They've proven it with the little shows that they do to promote it. The people, so-called super fans, are basically people who practically don't even know who Tolkien is. They just got a free hotel room and a visit, and then they were like told to sort of speak very favourably about the trailer. Amazon are basically just completely shutting down any criticism whatsoever of the Lord of the Rings. Like, rather than sort of taking it on board and going, yeah, okay, no, yeah, you're right, we will try to see what we can do to sort of work on this. Thank you very much, and let's move forward together to make a really great show. They're just like, fuck you. How dare you try to make the show be like what it should be, aka Tolkien's masterpiece. No, we're just going to put black dwarf women in with no beards. Like, they're really hardcore going against, you know. It's crazy, but yeah, you just know it's going to be absolute shit. Unfortunately, it's going to basically be Game of Thrones season 8 without the good seasons beforehand. You're going to just jump in at the deep end from like season 8. Yeah, Galadriel in armor. She's now like climbing mountains with a knife and all this kind of stuff. What the fuck is this all about? She wasn't doing anywhere near any of that stuff in the original Lord of the Rings. She was like regal and all this. It's just like, what are we doing here? But we've got to show her as a strong woman. Yeah, it's a real shame. They're just going to completely butcher the Lord of the Rings name. But that's what happens. That's basically happened to pretty much everything. And one thing you'll definitely notice, most of you are probably a bit older anyway if you're watching this, but definitely for sure, you don't even have to live that long. I'm only 37, but that's old enough to have seen the vast majority of the TV shows, cartoons, anything that I basically enjoyed growing up. The vast majority of it just basically be turned to shit because of people just trying to make money off the back of it in future editions. Strangely enough, I actually still enjoyed the Hobbit movies. I know they're bad, but there was like a kind of... The one thing they really did well with the Hobbit movies is they did sort of... They had one hell of a budget. Then you can say the same for Lord of the Rings. It's got one hell of a budget, but I'm not sure if it necessarily shows. That will probably help the Lord of the Rings more than anything, is the budget really carrying the show. At least you get some nice looking set pieces and stuff. But yeah, the Hobbit had a lot of serious nonsense in it, but I never wanted to take the Hobbit movies too seriously because it's based off the children's book. It's actually one of my favourite books growing up reading, because I read the Hobbit as a kid. But yeah, I knew the movies were coming out. I liked kind of like just how they sort of like introduced... I don't know, the feel of it was kind of nice, I think is what I'm trying to say. Just the general feel of the Hobbit, like I still felt like I enjoyed the movies despite knowing that there was a shit ton of nonsense in there, like this, yeah, the CGI mess in the goblin area and all that, but it was still kind of cool with the goblins, like the back and forth banter with the Goblin King and stuff like that. I love that kind of stuff about it. But then of course the barrel scene, you know, it's like nonsense, but I think I either have some really strong bias, or I was just very willing to let a lot of things slide with the Hobbit. One of the things I really didn't like so much was the fact that the Hobbit characters weren't necessarily quite like how they were in the books. Like for Zane, I can't remember his name properly, but the main one, it's like, he was really, really fucking angry in the movies. Almost bloodlust so, but he wasn't quite like that. He was more sort of logical. Like, he did sort of dark kind of things, but he was trying to do it for a good reason, at least for his dwarvish good reasons. But yeah, I mean, little things like where the Keeley and stuff, like the love interest was that was by far the worst introduction. Like, I'll take the barrel scene multiple times over. We just didn't need the love scene. The love whole thing was just weird. That definitely didn't need to happen. And the two dwarves that basically didn't really look like dwarves because they had their beards shaved. Like, that wasn't necessary. Like, they obviously threw those in so that people could be like, oh, look, we can relate to them because they don't look like hairy messes. You know, they have, like, clean-looking, good-looking faces. So you don't need that. You can still have them have the beards and stuff like that. It's awesome. Doesn't bother me. Biggest gripe was that the characters were Lord of the Rings characters, not Hobbit characters. Yeah, you had Legolas in there. And he kind of shouldn't have been in there, really. Yeah, I think just the way I looked at the Hobbit was like the Lord of the Rings is kind of like sacrilegious or whatever, you know, it's sacred. And the Hobbit was just kind of like an adaptation. It was just like a fun version of it. You know? What I'm worried about is the Lord of the Rings TV show looks like it's going to be fucking a horrendously not fun version of Lord of the Rings. At least The Hobbit was fun. I get the feeling that the Lord of the Rings is going to basically just be preaching a whole bunch of shit to me. And how I need to do better. I'm not wrong, it will do. I'm telling you right now. I don't know why so many of these shows are like gone super woke, to be honest with you. Yeah, I gave up on Star Trek Discovery very shortly into the first season. I don't know if I got to the end of the first season. I think I managed to. But I certainly didn't come back for the future seasons. It's not so much about, like, don't be white or anything like that. Obviously, that's kind of practically what these shows kind of thing. Like, that's all fine, but it's just this really weird, arrogant, political kind of you can't understand because you're white or something like that. And yeah, that kind of aspect is really weird to me. But the thing is really weird, right, is I live in the United Kingdom. So obviously I don't have the same hang-ups as like Americans do in terms of race issues between white and black people. So to me, if I see shows with black people and stuff like that in there, I have no fucking issue whatsoever. Because I have no hang-ups whatsoever. Like, one of my favorite actors, Lawrence Fishburne, he's in so many fucking awesome movies. He's in The Matrix. Absolutely kicks ass in that. And my favorite movie he's in, and he's really fucking good in it, is Passengers. No, not really Passengers. That's actually one of the ones that actually did get better because he was in it. He comes in, spoiler, towards the end. He's the captain, and Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt are sort of like, oh shit, we need your help. And he's just like, right, let's get some shit done. And it actually starts to get good. But unfortunately, that's like the last 15 minutes of the movie. But I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's going to hit me. Event Horizon. There we go. I knew I was going to get. He's the captain of the ship on that one. And some really weird shit is going on. And the way he acts in that movie, he just absolutely nails it. All the characters do. They're really good. But he just sort of has this commanding presence. And it was just such a pleasure. And I would love to be that guy. I don't look at that and think, oh man, I would love to be this cool, authoritative character that's compassionate and, you know, loving towards his crew, but also wants to get down to the bottom and is not handling any bullshit whatsoever. He's done with any bullshit. He sees through the bullshit that some of these characters are coming up with. But he's black, so I can't possibly relate to that. It's like, that's so dumb. And that's the thing that a lot of these people have with these shows now, is they project that level of childish kind of arrogance and ignorance, and it's sort of born from this old hatred that they used to have and probably still do have to these days. But to me, the way I look at things is it's like, well, Black History, I know I'm going down a real path now, I guess you've set me off, but Black History Month is dumb. Because all history is black history. All history is white history. All history is Asian history. All history is brown history. All history. Why do they have 1 month? If you imagine, it's the easiest thing in the world to do is just put yourself in the other person's shoes. Just say, okay, now let's say, for example, there's no such thing as Black History Month, but there is a White History Month, and it's February. Why? It just doesn't make sense, whoever you flip it onto. And that's how you just know it's dumb. Just remove that. If you really want people to be equal, you won't treat them differently. It's not hard. It's not. It just use logic. It really isn't that difficult. Ah, intelligence. That's what we're looking for. 50% mana? That's a few more Armageddons. I've got money, I guess, but I don't... Oh shit, no. They're just going to die to Armageddon. I have to stick them in something now. Not even those guys could stop me. Looks good. Let's buy a map. There's no subterranean area, is there? It's kind of a short level in a way. So we need the red pass to get over here, and then we can come back and finish up the map on this section. Oh, there's Duncan. Is he just going to stand there the whole time? Yeah, we'll save Duncan for later, and then do that bit. So we'll just carry on doing all of this nonsense. But I understand it is difficult, because there are black actors that obviously want to be in Lord of the Rings, and I respect that. But I think the way you got to treat the show, if it's a show that's literally supposed to be Lord of the Rings, like as it is, then you kind of have to do it justice. And there weren't, apart from I think the Haradrim type characters, like the guys that rode the elephants, or I think there was a nation, but it's like in a separate, it's either in the future or it's in the past or something like that, that they cover it in the books, but I never read the books. Time to do a little bit of Armageddon and kill everything, maybe? I'll go auto combat and see what Wulfstan wants to do. Doesn't look like he wants to do much. Why do they just stand there, though? I don't get why it always makes them stand there. I never read the books. Oh, I'd love to read the books, but I never got around to doing it. Just got the time to read. The only books I've read are the dwarves, literally. Well, I've actually read more books, but recently I read through the whole dwarf series. But yeah, like they stuck a Hobbit in there because people, people were like, oh no, you could still have Hobbits in this timeline and all that kind of stuff. Like all the shills were basically trying to make out as if that was like intended from Amazon, but Amazon were just like, nah, we just put a Hobbit in there because people like Hobbits, right? Like, I mean, that kind of mentality alone, let alone anything else, just completely tells you that they're not really truly interested in doing Tolkien any justice. So I have like no faith. Oh my god, they actually made them attack for once. Holy shit. He's still in with Armageddon. Couldn't you just do Implosion? Man, I've taught him. I've taught him too much Armageddon. So I don't know. Maybe I'll watch the show and then basically shit on it and make some reviews like a bunch of other YouTubers do. That's normally a good way to get views. I don't want to shit on the show, but I've seen too many shows like this basically arise and then basically turn out to be completely and utterly shit because the people that are in charge don't have respect for the actual product that they're pushing. And it happens in video games all the time. And it's nothing new. And it's happening in movies and TV shows all the time now as well. Is they have no respect at all. They hire people that have basically never worked before, nepotism, all that kind of stuff. There's like they just hire people that they know rather than people who are actually good for the job. Why didn't they fire the dude that was actually like an absolute expert with Tolkien lore? Like that's a fucking like this. Basically, there's so many red flags. Normally all you need is a couple. But I think over the last, what is it, month or two, there's probably been about 4 or 5 red flags. I'm gonna lose one Charmander. No? You still alive? I'm impressed. They mismanaged the budget and cast bad actors. Yeah. There's too many people that are trying to tick boxes and not actually just get the right people for the job. Curious that it keeps happening. The primary objective of creating these movies and shows is to make money. You'd think the woke approach is a bad strategy. I mean, maybe how much money is it going to cost them? Because it does cost them money. They lose money. They went woke with the Star Wars stuff, and then they started making a lot less money. You think about how much money that first Star Wars movie made, and then it started falling apart. Like again, it's like it's okay to have that kind of woke shit to a degree. Like I don't like the woke stuff, but if you're trying to actually send a strong, good message, like strong women and stuff like that, that's absolutely fine. But they do it in the worst fucking way possible. Like it's insulting. If I was a woman, I'd be like, fuck me, you are doing a terrible disservice. Do you know what I mean? Like you think about that Admiral, whatever her fucking face, Admiral Purple Hair was. She spent the whole movie basically telling Poe what a fucking idiot he was, while she very slowly lost all of the reserves and resources that ship, the only ship that was basically left within the Rebel Empire, or whatever you call them. And it just, yeah, Hodor, or something like Hodor. But yeah, she basically just kept fucking up. And everyone else was like, why the fuck are you doing this? Like, why are you, like, she like, keep waiting, it will get better. And it's like, no, it doesn't get better. And then she does some fucking suicide move at the end, as if that's supposed to redeem her character, but there was like a 1 in a million chance of it working, so that's not very smart for an admiral. Like, that's like, again, if you was a woman, you would think, why the fuck do I have this dipshit representing me? You could put a woman character in there that's a much smarter character and makes much better moves. And you can tick the woke box by doing that, but then everyone can enjoy it. So weird. So weird. Okay. I thought I did this before and they got hit by it, but all of them resisted. It's time to get screwed over. I can't even be bothered looking at all these runes. Dispels all the negative effects. That's a trap! Oh yeah, that Admiral, yeah. I guess all the Admirals in Star Wars are dipshits. Well, that's always the funniest thing, isn't it, really? Is when you see the posters that they do in, like, other countries that aren't quite so liberal, let's say that. So that you just know it's all bullshit anyway. Like, if Disney's like, we're trying to push a message of strong women and all that, but then you go and sort of, like, hide a black guy to like a quarter of the size of the original poster he's in and stuff like that. We're so inclusive. We're so progressive. No, you're not. Not at all. Honestly, this looks like a bad fight. If I can't hurt these dragons, I'm going to try this again. Okay, they definitely are immune. I wasn't sure, they just got lucky. Do I need anything? That's okay. But am I going to level cap anyway? Nah, here we go. Should we get some fire trap? Oh, we're level capped, see? The boots. Ooh. Game over. Game, set, and match. You can't stand up against that. God mode engaged. That's why we got the portal, so I can come back and do this left side now. Yeah, you don't actually pick up too many buffs. There's a few, but I think I've picked up more buffs in general in previous levels, but I still managed to get a fair bit of spell power for this guy. I've got to go collect my troops from the mine as well. Oh. Not going to join out the goodness of your heart. Insufficient gold. You can go further southeast. Oh yeah. Where'd that come from? Man, what the fuck, dude? Man, what the fuck, dude? I didn't even notice that. No? Shit. I can't be bothered loading an autosave now, because I'd have to do all that clicking again. Gives additional 25% defense from fire-based spells. What about damage to fire-based spells? I'll just buy this because I can afford it, but I might already have an item. Negates enemy magic resistance. Magic immunities, if any, are not affected. That's still, so that doesn't really work against dragons, right? I might buy that and just test it, but I'm 99% sure that ain't going to work versus the black dragons. Oh, I already get 2 spell power and attack from that. Runic War Axe, that's really good. Oh my god. Why am I not noticing these things? What the hell? That's so out of place. What the hell? What video game am I playing right now? Why did they put that in there though? It's kind of cool, but why? Because I feel like that's got absolutely nothing to do with Heroes of Might and Magic. What the hell? What was their explanation for that? I still feel like they shouldn't have done that. You know? There's an item you can get at the beginning of the mission that increases the damage of fire-based spells by 50%. Alright, well you normally backseat, but you didn't tell me that one. Yeah, I'm upgrading troops. That's why I brought those guys and swapped them with the brawlers. Visited. To be fair, you do still get quite a few buffs, actually. I'm just not appreciating them. Well, that looks like a stupidly strong army. I gotta work out how to get over there now. Can't think of how to do it. I need the ability to fly over trees. I think if you kill the dragons, maybe it does something. It might open the path. Don't know what else though. Oh, okay. It looks like you can't, but you can. Weird. So whoever designed this map was getting a little bit creative. Okay. Did I even swap the item over there? I'm 99% sure this won't work, but I just want to see it so I can truly believe it. No deal. Kind of want to kill those dragons because I can. Revenge. If I put one of them there, the dragons couldn't land, but they might be able to get an attack off. Oh, Conjure Phoenix. There he is, just in time to take up the spot. Oh my god. Redo one more time. No. I think we're good. God damn. To the victor go the spoils. Yeah, if you click on the other side, it takes them through. So there's some cheeky pathing going on that you can actually click on. And that is a little bonus that you get these guys. And of course, the buff. Maybe with this much resources I can buy Duncan as well. I'm gonna equip that because nostalgia again. Even if it's wrong. Visited. Have I watched one of the following? Seinfeld, Frasier, King of Queens. I haven't seen King of Queens, but I've seen Seinfeld and Frasier. I really like them, yeah. Frasier is my favourite, though, out of Seinfeld and Frasier. But I don't know what to do about scrambled eggs. They coming again. There's some very good episodes in Seinfeld. I think generally speaking that was a very fun show. But if you watch that from today's eyes, it's not like anything offensive or anything like that, at least not to me, but I think it's maybe overrated. I think it's very impressive though because it came before Friends. When I was growing up, you had Friends. So that's what I was used to. Hang on a second. Let's still Armageddon these boys. Actually, maybe not. I don't even need. But yeah, Friends was basically kind of a copy of Seinfeld. And by kind of, I mean it was, really. Because Seinfeld came before Friends. So Seinfeld actually really did a good job of like setting, you know, setting that in motion. They set the precedent. Kill them all. To be fair, they're not going to join because I ain't got space for them anyway. So pointless. There's Duncan. This reminds me of Jason Momoa. The way he was like looking there when he's about to pounce on Henry Cavill on the red carpet. Is that Aragon? Yeah, it's Aragon crossed with Arthas. Yeah, curb your enthusiasm.
Wulfstan, you mad rascal! It's damn good to see you. Duncan, alive and well and breathing! Somebody broach a keg! Not now. We still have... I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Ah, if you get scared of doing what's right, you might as well lay down and die. Besides, things were bound to blow up with Rolf sooner or later. Indeed. What did the clan say? The Winter Wind side with me. They like integrity. Hangval will sway his deep flame priests. The others, Grimsteel will follow the king, as will Hearthguard. Stonefist, Stronghammer, who knows? I'd guess the new war under the mountain will worry them more. The Dark Elves as well? Why? Where? When? They probed us a bit, and Tolgar went after him hammer and tongs. That's his problem, though. We need to clean up our own mess first. Deal. But it won't be simple. I wish Freda were here. I bet you do. What? She's got a great strategic mind. And a few other things going for her as well, if you know what I mean. Even the rocks know what you mean. Anyway, she's off to save her father. The more trouble we can cause for Alaric and Laszlo, the easier her path will be. There you go! We both want to stomp on Laszlo's neck. Let's get going. And just one thing. You'll invite me to the wedding, won't you? Or at least to your stag party.
Wulfstan, old friend, yes. Shut up.
They're good mates if you can poke them with a sword. Alright. Seize Torhal. That I can do. Just me and the boys. Alright, let's have a little see. I don't think Ivor's got Scholar, so they can't really teach anything, but... Excuse me. I'll put this back on here. Take the spell power. That's all good. That's all fine. He doesn't have logistics. Oh, Duncan. He's already got his level cap, so you don't have to worry about going around making sure he does everything. Yeah, when I first started watching Curb Your Enthusiasm, I didn't actually quite get into it. I was like, I'm not sure if I like this show that much or not. And then I sort of like took a break from it for like, I don't know, maybe almost a year or something. And then came back and I fucking loved the show. So I don't know what changed really in that time. Duncan doesn't have all the buffs. I do have OCD, but is he in the other levels as well, or is he just in this level? He's in the 2 levels after this one. Well then, I guess we know what we have to do. Let's start off with over the bottom right then. He's pretty redundant. To be fair, I actually don't think it will take him that long to get him just a few buffs. You know? Before you know it. Let's actually have a look. Give him an attack or something. So he's got... let's just say 20-27-13. Keep it simple. See, the first buff really is just over here. I don't like coffee. I tried coffee again recently. My uncle bought it for me, and I just didn't like it at all. I hate coffee. I hate the taste of it. I hate the feel of it. I hate the smell of it. Everything about it is vile. Sure, go on then, join. I dare you. I think that's it. There might be other spell power buffs and stuff he can pick up, but I can't think off the top of my head. That was it really. It wasn't that hard, was it? Alright. Let's go knock them out. I didn't even lose much. I'm just going to go straight into Armageddon, even with all of my units. Actually, let's just do auto combat, see what they do. That's pretty cool, to be fair. The chain lightning. When did that get introduced with dwarves? Because in Warcraft 3, the latest Legion TD has dwarven units, and you got the Mountain King that can do that kind of thing. Where if he gets enough mana, he sort of like attacks with a lightning and it bounces to multiple targets. I wonder where that started from. Phoenix takes all the credit. Rune of Elemental Immunity.